without further ado, let's get to my review of Humane from 2024. In the film Humane, directed by Caitlin Cronenberg, we are thrust into a chilling world where environmental collapse has forced humanity to make the unthinkable decision to reduce its population by 20%. This horror thriller, penned by Michael Sparager, explores the chaos that ensues when a family dinner turns into a nightmare. The film stars Jay Baruchel, Peter Gallagher, and Emily Hampshire, who bring to life a story that is both intriguing and unsettling. The plot centres around Charles York, a former news anchor played by Peter Gallagher, who gathers his family for a final meal before he and his new wife Dawn volunteer for the government's euthanasia program. However, when Dawn disappears, the family is left with the grim task of choosing another member to fulfill the quota. This premise, while promising, struggles to maintain its momentum, as the film often gets bogged down in repetitive family conflicts and underdeveloped characters. Jay Baruchel shines as Jared, a former anthropologist turned media commentator, who is both sleazy and opportunistic. His character, along with Enrico Colantoni's sinister portrayal of Bob, the euthanasia technician, provides some of the film's most memorable moments. However, the rest of the York siblings, played by Emily Hampshire, Alana Bale, and Sebastian Chacon, lack depth and fail to engage the audience fully. Their interactions often feel forced and lack the emotional weight needed to drive the story forward. Caitlin Cronenberg's direction shows promise, particularly in her use of claustrophobic close-ups and desolate landscapes, which effectively convey the film's themes of isolation and despair. However, the film's visual style is inconsistent, with some scenes appearing flat and poorly lit. The script, while conceptually intriguing, falters in its execution, leaving many of its themes underexplored and its characters underdeveloped. Humane attempts to tackle significant issues such as climate change, overpopulation, and the moral implications of euthanasia. However, it often resorts to didacticism, telling rather than showing, which detracts from the film's potential impact. The film's pacing is uneven, with moments of tension undermined by a lack of narrative cohesion and emotional depth. Despite its flaws, Humane offers glimpses of potential, particularly in its social commentary and the performances of Baruchel and Colantoni. The film's score and sound design effectively evoke a sense of impending doom, adding to the overall atmosphere. However, these elements are not enough to salvage the film's broader issues. In summary, Humane is a film burdened by its ambitions. While it presents a timely and thought-provoking premise, it ultimately fails to deliver a coherent and compelling narrative experience. Caitlin Cronenberg's directorial debut shows flashes of talent, and with a stronger script and more developed characters, her future projects could be worth watching. For now, Humane remains an interesting but ultimately unfulfilling exploration of a dystopian future. So that's my review of Humane, and I'm giving it 3 stars out of 5 stars. Thank you for listening. If you've liked this review, please like, subscribe, and it will be great to see you all next time.